Okay, good morning everyone. Ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you again for joining. Thank you again for joining MACHIYA INNS HOTELS for our live stream. Today we are in Takayama City. This is currently where I am at. It is 6:30 a.m. so it is very early over here. Oh, hello. I can see we have some people from Hawaii. Thank you for joining us. Ohayo gozaimasu. This is where I am today. And like I said, we are in Takayama City. And today I thought that I would give you a little introduction to the city. I'll walk around the neighborhood and also I show you one of our MACHIYA accommodations that we have here. So I have a question for everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I see people from the UK, Netherlands, Germany, Ohayo gozaimasu, Miami, Utah. So we have a lot of American fans too. Good morning. Arigatou gozaimasu. So I have a question for everyone. Have you been to Takayama City before? Or do you even know about Takayama City? Let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to share more about the city with you. But today, I wanted to start off by showing you our MACHIYA hotel. So here we are in front of the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama. So this is our boutique style hotel. Good morning everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is our boutique style MACHIYA hotel that I'd like to give you a little tour of. I'll show you around the MACHIYA, a little sneak peek of what your stay with us might look like. And then after that, we'll head off into town and I'll show you all the some of the great sightseeing places that are within walking distance. And if you have any questions about the city, anything that I pass by, or even anything about the hotel, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. And I will try to answer all of them as best as I can. So I'm going to cross the street here. Like I said, it's still very early in the morning. It's 6:30 a.m. So we're not going to see very many people walking out and about. But later on, I will stop by the morning market. And we can kind of see, I think we'll see a couple more local people and maybe just in the area. So I'll go ahead and show you there. So, ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you. So let me just try to show you where we are right now. So this is the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama. So I can see that I see a question in Japanese asking where we are. We are currently in Gifu Prefecture, Takayama. And I'm going to go ahead and show you inside. So like I said, this is our boutique hotel. So it is not a private holiday house, but this is a boutique hotel that we have in the city. And this is a hotel with 14 rooms and one private villa. And I thought that I would show you a couple of the room types that we have here. So let's go inside. So here we are. Oh, here you go. So everyone, hi, this is Makina-san. He's working at the reception this morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Okay, so we're going to go in. And just FYI, for the hotel today, we've actually specially reserved the entire hotel so that I can show you today for the live stream. So we didn't want to bother any of our guests, so we'll be walking inside and walking around freely. So here we go. First thing, we are in the lounge area. Oh, thank you to everyone joining us. Arigatou gozaimasu. First off, this is the first floor lounge area. And here, you can see that we have a very large traditional garden in the back that you can relax in. So for example, you can sit on the couch here, enjoy a cup of tea. You can even enjoy breakfast in this lounge area. So we do offer a Japanese style breakfast at this particular hotel. We were working in collaboration with a local restaurant called Kyoshi, and they specialize in traditional Takayama cuisine. And they've actually made a breakfast box exclusively for our guests. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for joining us. Ohayo gozaimasu. For everyone joining us just now, I am currently in our boutique hotel, the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama, and I'm just going to show you around. I'll give you a little tour. So like I said, you can enjoy breakfast here. And also, we have a complimentary tea lounge. So right here, you'll see that we've actually, you can kind of see me in the reflection. You can see that we have a couple of different types of tea that you can test while you're staying with us. This is all complimentary for our guests. And the tea is from a local Japanese tea shop that has a long history within Takayama. I believe they started in the late 1800s, so they have a very, very long history, and they have a lot of great Japanese tea, specifically tea grown in the local Takayama area. So you can go ahead and enjoy that during your stay. Arigatou gozaimasu. I'm sorry if I missed any of your comments. Just go ahead and try to leave them in the comments or even the question box below, and I'll go ahead and try to show you. So here you go. So I wanted to show you one of the rooms first. This is the big Tsuboniwa garden. Oh, you can kind of see me in the reflection. Maybe I'll give you a different angle. Here you go. Here. Yep. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we can't wait to welcome everyone back. As you probably already know, from the 11th of this month, all travelers are now able to enter Japan visa-free. So I have seen quite a few overseas travelers just walking around Kyoto, Takayama, Kanazawa. So we're very excited to welcome everyone back again. So right now, currently, I am walking to the other side of the building. Currently, we were in the MACHIYA side. So like most of our, let me just make sure that doesn't close. Like most of our other accommodations, we've renovated a traditional MACHIYA architecture, so a traditional Japanese architecture, and we've transformed it into an accommodation for you to enjoy. And here you are. Sorry, I do see a couple questions asking how much is it per night to stay. And so it will depend, depending on the room that you choose or the number of nights and number of guests. So go ahead and take a look at our official website. We do have a calendar and kind of a reservations bar where you can see how much it would cost per night. Ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you for joining us. So here we are. This is going to be the first room that I wanted to show you. This is our deluxe Japanese garden suite because, as you can see, it does have 2 beds over here and also a tatami area, so a Japanese area. And you also have your very own private view of a Japanese garden. So this is a great place to stay, whether it can accommodate up to 4 guests, so you can stay with your family, your friends, even solo, maybe with a partner. If you're staying with 2 guests or less, we would actually take the Japanese futons away and you can just relax in the bed over here. But if you do have 4 guests staying with you, you can actually just push the table aside and then set the futons for 2 guests to relax comfortably. Thank you to everyone joining us. Arigatou gozaimasu. And let's see. So I see a question saying, are you able to reserve for April 2023 yet? I do believe that for this particular accommodation, we are accepting reservations for April starting early next month at the beginning of November. But let me get back to you about that too. I'll be sure to leave all the details in the description box when I later post this to our archive. So just moving along, I wanted to show you that this particular room has your very own hinoki wood bath. So you're gonna have your own hinoki wood bath during your stay. And you might notice that we always mention hinoki wood. And that is because Takayama City is very famous for producing high quality hinoki wood. So it's going to be Japanese cypress. So if you stay in this particular room, you will have a chance to relax in a bathroom that is completely enveloped in hinoki wood right here. In addition to that, you'll also have 2 sinks, basins over here, and also, of course, you do have a bidet. It does automatically open. So here you go. And this room also features a kind of walk-in closet area. Let me scoot back a bit. So if you're staying with 4 guests, you'll have plenty of room to kind of store your suitcase and luggage right here, and even hang up your clothes over there. So I'm gonna give you one more look at the room, and let's move on. Okay. So I think I asked before, like, have any of you actually been to Takayama yet? Let me know. Takayama is a town located in Gifu Prefecture, and is surrounded by mountains. It is a very relaxing place to stay. So here we go, we're gonna keep going, and this is the next room that I wanted to show you. So that previous room had both a Japanese and Western style area, but this particular room, if you don't need that much space and you kind of wanted more traditional style, this room is fitted with a tatami area right here. You can see here. And if you saw in the other room, you might have seen that all of our rooms have this original art piece. This art piece is in a traditional pattern called Seigai-ha. Let me know, what do you think this represents? What do you think the pattern represents? Let me see if I can get a closer look. Right here. So this is the original art piece that we have in each room. Let me know, what does it look like to you? Right there. So let me give you another look of the room over here. So this particular room has space for tatami futon beddings. It also has kind of a sofa area. And of course you have your own private bathroom in this room too. Right here. So we kind of have shower room over here. Okay, so I can see someone said it looks like reefs, clouds. Over here. So to let you know, the Seigai-ha, this traditional pattern, are actually sea waves. And this is a pattern. Oh, we also see that people are saying it looks like clouds, waterfalls, mountains. So these are all actually sea waves. And the reason why we've chosen this particular pattern for our artwork is because you'll see a lot of this type of design in a nearby historical architecture that we will walk by later. But yeah, so we've kind of taken inspiration from Takayama and the neighborhood and the history. Thank you so much for your kind comments, everyone. Arigatou gozaimasu. Please show the lantern in the corner. Oh, okay, let me go back and show you the lantern in the corner. Thank you for your comments. If I catch them, I will be sure to try to show you. Let me give you, this is the paper lantern in the corner. It does give quite a warm feel to the room, even with just lantern. So, yeah, so there you go. Thank you for your comment, whoever sent that in. I was able to catch it, so here you go. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna keep going, moving along, and I wanted to actually go upstairs. So like I said, we are currently inside of the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama, and this is a boutique hotel located in Takayama City with 14 exclusive rooms. So I would say that one of the benefits of staying in kind of a smaller boutique hotel would be that you'll get to experience personalized guest services. So like I introduced you to Makino-san down in the first floor. He has lived and grown up in Takayama City his entire life, so he knows everything about the city, all the great places to eat, all the great places to see, and everything that the locals love. So you will be able to ask him anything about Takayama City during your stay. I see a question asking if all the rooms have bathtubs. So I will be showing you a couple more rooms. So for this particular room, let me see if I can show you. This particular room also has a hinoki style wood bath here. Like I said, so this has wood bath, and also it does have a waterfall shower head right here. So for this particular room and the suite room that I showed you on the first floor, we do have baths in the rooms. And then some of our other rooms have shower rooms. So but every single room does have a private toilet for you to use. Thank you to everyone just joining in. Arigatou gozaimasu. So, sorry, just to move along, we are currently in the deluxe loft room. So this is a room with 2 double beds on the bottom, so it's very spacious right here. And if we look on top, if I scoot back a little bit more, you'll see that we have 2 loft beds up on top. So this is a great place to stay if you're staying with a group, or maybe with a family, with your friends. It allows you to kind of have your own space and also enjoy your time together. So on the loft rooms up on top, there's a personal light, a USB outlet, and also an electrical outlet. So you will be able to enjoy your time. And then there's also like a sofa seating area in the back with a TV. And if I scoot back a little bit, you'll also have a view of the garden down on the first floor over there. Thank you for everyone who's joining us. Arigatou gozaimasu. Let me see. Okay, so I just wanted to show you one more room type before we move on and kind of explore the city. This is the final room type. So if you were interested in more of a Western style bedroom, a Western style room, we do have rooms with just the bed. So this is a spacious double bed right here, perfect for 2 guests. You also have a sofa over here, and the original art piece over here. Like I said, this is the Seigaiha design. I'll give you a little close-up. Yep, so the artist who created this made it specifically for our hotel. Right here. Oops, sorry. And let me just pan back around again. This room also does have a private shower room. Oops, sorry, this is gonna be the toilet, which automatically opens once you open the door. And then you do have a spacious shower room over here. Right here. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so those are kind of the room types that I wanted to show you, but there are, if you want to look at more photos or have more info regarding the rooms that we have at this particular boutique hotel, go ahead and take a look at our official website. We do have more information there, or go ahead and send me a DM on our Instagram and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So, one last thing before we head back. If you notice that there was a noren here. So if you remember, noren are these entrance curtains. And you see, so we have this one here. And it says bath. So the reason why is because we actually have something very special. So for our hotel here, we have 2 kashikiri buro baths. So as you may know, Japan is very famous for their onsen, so their natural hot springs, and also public bathhouses. But another type we have is a kashikiri buro, which is a private bath that you can share with your family or friends. So this one is a special one called Kashikiri Buro. This is also hinoki. You'll have a view of the garden in the back. Right here. So this is by reservation only. This is an optional experience that you can have at our boutique hotel if you would like a little bit more luxurious experience. Let me show you another pan. So you do have 2 wash basins and then the hinoki bath over there. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for your comments, everyone. And then one other one is this dokutsu bath. So this one has a completely different feel. If I open first, you'll have the basin, but if I walk inside, this is the dokutsu bath over here. So this is another private bath that you can reserve during your stay. This was inspired by the limestone caves in the area. So this gives you a serene, relaxing feel right here. So it's a very, very large bath that you can comfortably enjoy with 2, 3, even maybe you might be able to squeeze in 4, but yep, so this is the Kashikiri Buro that you can enjoy. Like I said, it's by reservation only, but it is an experience that we recommend you try during your stay with us in Takayama. Here you go. Okay, so let me see. So I have one question. I have someone asking for group travels. What is the maximum occupancy for a Takayama house? So the rooms that I've just shown you, the bigger rooms, so the room here, the Japanese suite, this is a maximum of 4 guests. So you can stay with a maximum of 4 here. And then the loft rooms that I showed you previously, so like the yellow room with the 2 loft beds on top and 2 beds on bottom, that is also a maximum of 4 guests. Thank you for your comments, everyone. I can see someone who has been to the Hida limestone caves. And yeah, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. So, like I said, this is the lounge area of the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama. You can enjoy breakfast here, like I said. And also just to give you a little background regarding the design concept or why we decided to create this hotel here. So there are 3 main things that we kept in mind when we were designing this hotel. So one was preserving history, so which is kind of renovating the traditional MACHIYA architecture and using this building as part of the hotel. Another one is supporting local. So you'll find that a lot of even the wood blocks here, the little wood blocks that you see here, these are all sourced locally. And also we have the tea that's sourced locally, our breakfast, we work with the local restaurant. So we try to support local as much as we can. And lastly, we wanted to kind of help protect Takayama's nature in our own way. So for example, with our guests, we make efforts to transform the MACHIYA Hotel into a more environmentally friendly hotel as much as we can. And we're constantly trying to find new ways to become more eco-friendly. So, for example, if you do stay with us, a portion of your accommodation fee will be donated to the Gifu Prefecture's Global Warming Support Fund. So that's another reason. All you have to do is stay with us and you will be supporting the local Gifu area. Thank you to everyone joining us. So I've just finished the tour of the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama. Let me give you another spin around again. And I think I'd like to take you on a tour of the neighborhood now. So here we go. Like I said, this is the front area. It even has a very, very high ceiling up here. One day, I would like to visit Japan. That is a comment from someone from Turkey. Thank you. We hope to be able to welcome you welcome you to Japan in the very near future. So, like I said, this is the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama. And I think now I'd like to take you on a tour in the neighborhood. Yep, so I can hear the birds. It looks like the city is slowly starting to wake up. This is the exterior of the hotel right here. And I will show you a couple of great places in the neighborhood that you can actually walk to. And you'll also be able to kind of imagine what your stay in Takayama would be like. So I see a comment from someone saying they love Gifu. Yes, we love Gifu Prefecture also. If you don't know, Gifu is located on the Honshu Island, so it's going to be the main central island of Japan. It's pretty much located in the center. It's pretty central. And Takayama City is a city located in that specific Gifu Prefecture. Here we are. So if you look at the sign here, it says Takayama Jinya. So we're going to head towards Takayama Jinya right now, which is a historical government building that has been well preserved. So I'm going to kind of show you this city and see what we can enjoy. I also forgot to mention, so the hotel tour that I had just given you, the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama, we are located just a short walk from the JR Takayama station. So staying in Takayama City, staying with us at the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama, it's a great place to base yourself. If you'd like to not only explore Takayama City, but also kind of the surrounding area, you can easily access the Shirakawa Village, which is a UNESCO designated sightseeing area that is located just about, I believe it's about an hour's bus ride away. So just to give you a little bit more background regarding Gifu and Takayama City, which is where I am now. I'm gonna cross here. Let's see. So if you look in the back, you'll see trees. So Hida-Takayama, so this area, we're actually surrounded by the Japanese Alps. Okay. Let me just cross the street first. So we are actually surrounded by the Japanese Alps, and it is a former castle town. So there used to be a castle located in the city, and that was during the Edo period. It was a flourishing town back then. So you'll see remnants of this castle town still within the city today, and are all very well preserved. So here we go. Thank you to everyone for joining us. It's still very early in the morning. It's almost 7 a.m. Let's see. I do see a question where it says, someone is asking, are there also rooms with only one bed too? So we had just finished our hotel tour, and the rooms that I showed you for just one bed, there is one specific bed that one specific room with a single king side bed that I didn't have a chance to show you, but we do have a room with just one bed. Yes, it's still very early in the morning. I am probably one of the only people right now awake. But let me turn the corner here. And here we go. So like I said, we are currently in Takayama City. And just to give you a couple of fun facts about Takayama. So, like I said, this is a former castle town, and so surrounding the castle, a lot of the town flourished because that's where the townspeople lived. And for Takayama in particular, there are actually more townspeople. There are actually more townspeople than samurai warriors living in the area. So as kind of a character of this town. The town was very independent and self-sustaining. So if there was a problem or an issue within the community, the townspeople were the ones to kind of take charge and solve the issue. So even the old streets that I'm about to show you, most of the townspeople were the ones who decided to preserve traditions as opposed to modernizing the city. So let me just show you here. Right now, you'll see kind of these tents being set up. So they're actually getting ready for a morning market right now. Right here. This isn't the morning market that I'm planning on showing you, but this is one that they hold every morning. And if you have been with me, it's literally a 4 or 5 minute walk from the hotel. So if you do decide to stay with us during your time in Takayama, it's actually a great place to kind of pick up, things to eat for breakfast, fresh fruit, kind of local delicacies right here. So this building here, this is the Takayama Jinya. So that's a former government or office. And right now they're holding their morning market right here. So you can see here, Jinya Asaichi, which is the morning market right here. Yeah. So I'll be showing you a different morning market, but like I said, this is a great place to go and stop by in the mornings if you would like during your stay with us. Right here. Thank you to everyone who's joining us. We are currently in Takayama City. That is where we're headed next, the red bridge over there. There you go. Yep, here you are. So have any of you been making plans to visit Japan this year? Like I said, I've seen quite a few overseas visitors in Kyoto City, Kanazawa City, and Takayama City, where our MACHIYA accommodations are located. So I'm wondering, are any of you planning on visiting this year? Thank you to everyone who's joining us. We're currently in Takayama City, and I'm about to give you a tour of the historical area of this town. Oh, I can see someone's stopping by next year. Okay, I see other people also saying I'm planning to join or planning to visit next year. Yeah, okay, so let me let this car pass. Oh, actually, they're gonna turn. So, this is the red bridge of Takayama City. Right here. Just to give you a relaxing view. Right here. It is currently 7 a.m. in Takayama City. And this beautiful area if you decide to visit Takayama City in the spring, all of these trees here, right here, these are all sakura trees. So it is very, very beautiful during the cherry blossom season because this entire, both sides of the river, it actually becomes completely pink, covered in cherry blossoms. And like I said, Takayama City is a town surrounded by the Japanese Alps. So if I give you another view, a little car there, right there. You can see we're completely surrounded by mountains in the back. And during the autumn season, so in fall, this becomes completely red, orange, yellow, all the fall colors. So it is absolutely beautiful to visit. We definitely recommend visiting Takayama City. I would say, visiting Tokyo is a great place because it's lively. You'll have a lot of modern areas, and you kind of have more. Oops, sorry. This is the area. But Takayama City is a great place to relax, kind of reset, recharge. You can walk around, enjoy the kind of local life of Japan. So here we go. Okay, so the next place that I would like to show you is going to be this street down here, right there. So let me just let them pass a bit before I show you. Oh, so yes, I can see that we have a couple comments from people saying that they have visited Takayama before. So someone has said they love Takayama, they highly recommend it. It's a great train ride from Nagoya and just a short drive from Shirakawa. Yes, completely agree. From Kyoto City, so I actually arrived in Takayama City yesterday, but from Kyoto City it was a 3-hour train ride, but it was a very easy train ride. There aren't very many transfers. There's just one transfer at Nagoya Station, but I highly recommend visiting this area. So, like I said, because it is 7 a.m., none of these shops are open right now, so it is very empty. But around 10, 11, you will see all these stores open up. I was here yesterday. If you take a look at our stories, you'll see that it was very lively right here. So let me just give you a pan right here. So this is going to be an area called Takayama Old Town, or in Japanese it's going to be Furui Machinami. So here you have all the buildings that have been very well preserved since the Edo period. Right here. Yeah. So I have a question saying, where in Takayama is this? So this is actually very, very close to our hotel, the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama, and also the JR Takayama station. So this is Takayama Old Town. It is within walking distance from our hotel, as you would have seen, and also it's a very easy walk from the main train station of Takayama City too. So, like I said, I do have a question for you. If you notice, the traditional buildings here, I don't know if you'll be able to tell through the video, but they are very, very low. If you can see, let me see if I can give you a different view. Right here. So you have your first floor here, and then the second floor is actually very short in terms of height compared to the first floor. And there is a reason why. And the reason why is because during the Edo period, so like I said, when the town had flourished as a castle town, there was a very strict status system. So samurai warriors, they were of higher status than just the everyday townsperson. And so there were very strict rules, and townspeople were not allowed to build luxurious homes and architectures. So they had to build very modest accommodation. I'm sorry, I see a car heading my way. Let me just move out a bit first. So they had to build very modest residences right here. And you might also notice that the wood is actually very, very dark. It's almost black. So this isn't the natural color of the wood. They've actually stained it to be this color. And let me see if I can find, you can also see that some of the awning area of the roof, it has been painted white. So the reason why that the townspeople actually did this was because, in addition to not being allowed to build luxurious residences and architecture, they were actually forbidden from using high quality wood, high quality timber. Only the people of higher status were allowed to use the high quality timber. So what they did was to camouflage or disguise the fact that they used high quality wood was to stain the wood very, very dark, and also to paint the edges white so they wouldn't be found out. Yeah. So that's just some interesting tidbit for you if you visit Takayama City. Also, if you remember, do you know what these are? Let me give you a closer look. These kind of very large round circular things hanging from the roof. Can anyone guess what it is? I think we've talked about it before on our Instagram stories, but this is called a sugitama, and it actually informs you of what type of shop this particular shop is. As you can see, can anyone guess just by looking at this what type of shop this is? Okay. You can see they have very, very small doors here too. Right here. Yep, so I do see a couple of comments taking a guess, and yes, some of you are correct. This is called a sugitama, and it lets you know that this particular shop sells, let me see if I can show you. Here, Japanese sake. So this was one of our Japan favorites. We love Japanese sake. If you also love enjoying just a little bit of sake after a day, we do recommend Takayama's Japanese sake. They actually have great sake here. So you can see that these two shops are going to be Japanese sake shops. And yes, I did see a comment saying the color of the sugitama, it actually lets you know what type of Japanese sake is ready. Yeah, here you go. Okay, so let's keep walking. Just to let you know, like I said, if you love sake, Japanese sake, Takayama City is actually very famous for brewing a lot of great sake in Japan. Currently, there are 7 sake breweries in this immediate neighborhood that has a history of more than 100 years. So we do recommend you can go ahead and taste test, maybe purchase a bottle to bring back home. Yeah, so there you go. Oh, we have some lovely morning glory asagao flowers here. Yes, I do see other people commenting that the sugidama, it also lets you know what sake is in season. So here we go. So I know that the town looks very, very quiet now, but this is because it is still very early in the morning. It is currently 7:13 in Takayama City. So that is the reason why I'm able to walk freely throughout town without running into very many people. So thank you to everyone who's joined us. We are currently walking through Takayama Old Town, one of the preserved areas of Takayama City. There you go. Yeah, so like I said, if you have any questions about Takayama, or maybe if you have any questions about staying in our traditional Japanese accommodations, let me know in the comments, or even better, I'll be able to catch it if you put it in the question box. So I have a question asking, when do the shops usually open here? So I would say it's going to be around 10 a.m. is when the shops will open. Many of these shops you have the Japanese sake shops that I've shown you, but also here you can see they actually have this type of sushi. Can anyone guess? If you can read Japanese, you'll know what it is, but can you guess what type of sushi this is? Right there. So they kind of have rival sushi shops here. There's this one here, and there's another one right across the street. You'll usually see people lining up to taste this particular type of sushi. So this one is actually Hida-Gyu sushi. It's not going to be fish, but it is going to be Hida-Gyu beef on top of rice. I believe that is wasabi there, but I do recommend it. That is a specialty, or Hida-gyu, so Hida beef is a specialty of Takayama. Thank you for joining us and also for your kind comments, everyone. We tried doing a live stream a little bit earlier today to see if that would work with more people. Let me know if this time allows you to join our live stream or if there's a different time that you would prefer. We'll try to see what we can do. I think I was in the middle of telling you what types of shops were in the area. So like I said, there are souvenir shops, there are a couple of eateries, but you'll find traditional kind of cracker shops here. So this one, they have a sign outside. They sell kind of Japanese crackers like this, and also the sushi shop. And there's also something called mitarashi dango. So if you see this little area here, it's a type of Japanese confectionery. It's a sweet, savory kind of mochi dango, if you know what mochi is. That's going to be there. So I just took a little detour. I turned left down this corner because there's actually something I wanted to show you over here. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in Finland. Thank you so much for taking time to join our live stream. Arigatou gozaimasu. I can see that maybe this time works well with a lot of our US followers. Arigatou gozaimasu. So I'm just going to keep walking. And if you see this second building from the corner here, this is actually going to be our private villa that you can reserve during your time in Takayama. So if you had joined us from the beginning, I gave you a tour of our hotel in the beginning. And there were 14 rooms in the boutique hotel, but this is actually also part of the hotel. It is a private villa. So this is a 2-story traditional Japanese house that you can reserve and stay here with up to 4 guests. And if I show you kind of the area, I won't be able to actually show you inside of the house today because we do have guests staying here. But when I come back to Takayama, maybe we can come back in the fall season, the autumn season, when I show you kind of the fall colors of all the trees. I can actually see if it's available for me to give you a tour of. But I wanted to show you the location of our private villa, even though I can't show you inside. So if you remember, that was the red bridge that we crossed, and the house is actually going to be right here. This is the private villa that you can reserve during your stay with us. As you can see, you'll have a absolutely beautiful view of the Miyagawa River of Takayama City, right here. So next time I will be sure to give you a tour of inside of this traditional Japanese house. But if you would like information in the meantime, go ahead and take a look at our official website. We did just renew the website, so you can go ahead and take a look at it. I'll be sure to leave a URL website address so you can take a look at photos of inside of the traditional private villa. Thank you so much for your comments. I can see that we have some viewers from the UK, so it's 11 p.m. in the UK. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, Takayama is a very beautiful city. Arigatou gozaimasu. So before we finish up our live, there's actually one more place that I would like to show you. We are going to head to the Miyagawa morning market right now. So this morning market has been around since the Edo period, so I believe it started sometime around the 1820s. Back then it was much smaller, but and it has moved locations throughout Takayama City throughout the years, but now it is right along the Miyagawa River, and many of the local farmers in Takayama, they bring their own produce and they line up their stalls all along the river, and you are welcome to purchase them during your stay in Takayama, and you can kind of experience local life, another aspect of local life during your time in Takayama. So I do see a couple of tents lined up already, so let's see what they have. It is 7:20, so it's still pretty early, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, yep, okay, I see. This is where all the people are, right here. So we are gonna cross the street, but this is going to be the Miyagawa morning market that I thought I'd like to show you, give you a little sneak peek of what you can see during your time in Takayama with us, and show you a couple of local, maybe delicacies and things of that sort. So here we go. And across the street here. So let me know, do you have kind of these morning markets where you live? So whatever country that you're currently watching from. So here you go, right here. So we are at the Miyagawa morning market, and between April and November they're open at 7 a.m. During the winter, early spring, they open at 8. And this is what it looks like first. Right here. And this guy here. Hello. Ohayou gozaimasu. Right here. Just to give you, right here, Miyagawa morning market. The hotel where we came from, we're actually just a little bit past the street. We're like right along here. So this was the other morning market that we passed by. We walked down Nakabayashi Street, walked through the old town, took a little detour, and then now we are here. Right here. So this is Miyagawa Asaichi, so the traditional market of Japan. So you can kind of see that they sell little trinkets, a lot of local produce of that sort. Right here, you can see we're right along the river. And we have little trinkets here. So if you see the little red kind of figurines, those are called sarubobo. And they're kind of red human-shaped dolls. They're good luck charms, and they're famous in Takayama. Right here. Right here. So there's a lot of great places to eat in Takayama. So I do recommend waking up early in the morning, stopping by the morning market. I think once it becomes around 8, 9, 10 a.m., it does become a little bit more lively. 7 a.m., it's kind of when they've just started to set up. Yes, it is very crisp air. It is a little chilly in Takayama now. So if you do decide to come this year, I do recommend wearing a jacket, bringing a light jacket if you're coming maybe in the October, beginning November, but during the December, kind of like when we're actually in winter season, it does snow quite a bit in the area, so you definitely want to prepare for that if you do decide to come. Yeah, so as you can see, you have a lot of locals also shop here, do their morning market. I kind of wanted to show you here. So you can see Ohayou gozaimasu. So you can see that in Takayama, they actually sell a lot of these. This says otsukemono, but these are kind of big pickled vegetables, and Takayama is very, very famous for it. So I do recommend you stop by this shop. Look at all the great things that they have. All locally grown. They even have, so she's selling honey over here, and she's selling a lot of these tsukemono types over here. And we have a lot of fresh vegetables over here also. So I do recommend it if you do stop by the Miyagawa market. Yeah. Right, this is the mitarashi dango that I mentioned earlier. You kind of have it on a skewer. Over here. Yeah, okay. So I think that is going to be the end of our tour through Takayama City. This was just a very, very small introduction. There's actually a lot of many different places that you can visit within the city and the surrounding area. So like I said, I definitely recommend kind of basing yourself in Takayama City. Come and stay with us at the MACHIYA Hotel Takayama, and then from there you can access a lot of great places in the surrounding area. Like I said, Shirakawa-go, which is the UNESCO designated sightseeing attraction. I'll be sure to add a little bit more information about what's in the surrounding area also. But like I said, this was just a small introduction. So if you do decide to join us for future Instagram lives, we'll be sure to show you more of the city. Yeah. And let us know, is there anything that you want to see in particular? We'll try to see if we can fit that into a future live stream. I'm just going to end it here with a view of the Miyagawa River. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, or a great night. Thank you again so much for joining us on our Instagram live stream, and at the moment we're doing them once every 2 weeks, so please join us. Just to give you a little heads up, we will be heading to Kanazawa City in 2 weeks to show you something exciting that is coming up. So we hope to see you then. I will announce the next Kanazawa live tour. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually think I have already announced it on our Instagram. Our next live stream is going to be in 2 weeks' time on October 28th. We were thinking about doing it at 6:30 a.m. again. Let us know if this works for you, if there's a better time that you suggest, and we'll take it into consideration. So thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Have a great day. Thank you.